Hello everybody, I'm SJM. Welcome back to Particle Land. Uh, good thing, one of the things about these miners is they sure do create a lot of particles. So maybe later on we might have to turn them off, but for now we'll just enjoy the light show there. Between episodes, I expanded my wheat operation a little bit over there. I realized I could get water that I haven't gotten yet. There's a skyblock recipe for it, but maybe we'll worry about that later because it's keeping up. I'm not having any troubles with my food for now, especially because I got these buried into the ground, so I don't have to take damage every time I get up and jump down off the top of one of these things. So as for expansions, I don't know if I showed this before, but I got a second, so I've got two coal miners going now with the lapis blocks on them. And then similarly, I added a second copper one. So basically, I wanted to have the copper ones, two copper ones sped up, and then one tin one not sped up. And hopefully that balances out a little bit better. It's not going to be perfect just yet, but we can worry about being perfect later when we've got better automation to do anyways. And then, of course, between episodes, a little bit of setting up I did. If I'm not looking straight up, then it would help. But I did... I wanted a second... I need a second miner here for iron, so let me go and do that. I've got some colored stones set up to go to start this episode, but first I want to have that other miner for the iron, so let me do that and I'll be right back. And done, so I'll have two places for my iron, one place for my aluminum, and then I'm all set up down there to go once we get the tier 5 frames for redstone. So today we'll be tackling the iron aluminum chain. So of course we're going to start with getting the papers to unlock them, then we'll get the fragments. We craft those fragments into the ore colors, then we'll set up the ore miners. And then when we've got the resources coming in, we'll have, do the whole ingots and blocks thing. And then we're moving to blast bricks after that. So this is one of the changed recipes as well. So it takes a coke brick, 4 aluminum, 4 regular bricks, and then the coke brick, obviously. And that we need 9 recipes of those. Sorry, 3 recipes of that to get the blast furnace so that we can start making steel. So then once we get the steel block, then we get to the redstone research papers. Redstone research papers take 4 blocks of steel and 4 basic technium. And the iron and aluminum papers take 4 blocks of bronze and 4 technium. So we're going to need 8 technium today. But that shouldn't be too big of a deal because I think we're pretty well sorted out here. Yeah, so I've got so much creosote blocking everything up here now. The way to delete this, they've got 2 options, I guess. We could go in here to the the basic research and look at the trash cans, but we need a way to pump into a trash can and we don't have a way to move liquids yet. So we'll just do this manually for now. If you put down a hole and you put down 1 block of creosote in there, you can just right click on there and it will empty out the jerry can and delete the fluid for you. So this is a real simple way to take care of creosote in the early game when you don't need a ton of it just yet. So how are we going here? It looks like we got 6 technium available to us. And then 9. 9 is good because we need 8. So obviously if I just take all of that, we can throw it in there for now. And then we need some of that bronze that I was cooking up. Here we are. Oh, we've got 2 in here already, so there's the 8 we'll need for this episode. And the next is the bronze blocks. Let's throw our bronze back in there. And, oh, the research papers. Totally forgot to do this off camera, apologize. I guess I may as well take that and make some bone meal. Just do the whole conversion thing together. Goodbye, paper. Okay, that'll work. Paper back in there. Iron aluminum book. Close that one off because we are all done with it. Submit that. Make sure we go here and we disable the copper and tin. I just don't need all of that coming in right now. Could probably use some copper, but I definitely don't need any tin. So just making sure everything is disabled, and we'll just be getting iron and aluminum. And now I'm doing more than I'm used to, like probably 18 or 20 of these is good enough to get the first 36, but I'm building 2 iron miners, as I said before, and we're going to need a bunch of the aluminum for the advanced technium, because this takes aluminum sheet metal. 1 aluminum sheet metal is basically 1 aluminum ingot, but obviously there's 8 per recipe in the advanced technium here, so we'll need it. We can always use it up pretty easily. Back to shapeless, pick up all the little dots and things. Those now, so yeah, I'll set up these miners and let those start producing. And obviously we've got the automation preset already. Just got to hook up that second miner, and that'll come in automatically to this jumbo furnace, and we'll be laughing once we get these up and running. All right, we've got our coke bricks here, so we're just going to put this down in the 3x3. And then give it a whack with our hammer, and we will be all set. Just like so. Now this is not a permanent place for it, but that's fine. Look, we're all plugged up on creosote again. Then with this jerry can, I forget if I showed this off in the last episode, but you can use it in the crafting recipe to make the wooden planks, so or the treated wood planks, I should say. All right. So next we're moving towards steel. So I got that in there. I just needed the iron, sorry. So once again, similar to the coke oven there, the blast furnace works a lot faster in this pack. We do have a byproduct that we're going to have to deal with at some point. the more we use the blast furnace. So just one thing to consider there, how we're going to be handling that. But for now, we need the 4 steel blocks to get that book, so that'll be a little bit of hanging around waiting. Got 19 more there already, so fairly good. So the next thing we want to do is to start setting up a way to bring all of our materials to us, because now that I've got, you know, we can't put everything through one furnace. It's just not, you know, it's only got 9 input slots. Sometimes this gets plugged up with multiple inputs. So we do have to compartmentalize to a certain degree and have, you know, certain jumbo furnaces. So we should find a way to get all of this and bring it back to our central area so we don't have to run around our base all over the place to get the basic materials. And with that, I'm pretty sure we can go with storage drawers. And typically the drawer controller needs a diamond to make, so that's usually pretty far off from automation. But in this pack, we can actually just buy it outright. So in the advanced research, now that we've got, it's in the basic research. So it's just 4 double compressed cobblestone and 4 chests to get the storage drawers research opened up. And then once we have that opened up, then these will open up as well. So we can buy the drawer key, so we don't have to wait till we get gold to get that guy. You can buy compacting drawers, controllers, and slaves if you so want. So a drawer controller just costs 4 tech bucks, not a big deal at all. So, and then 8 to unlock it. So we're spending 12 or so to start getting set up with some centralized storage, which I think is a good idea, something that we can do while we're waiting for all of this steel to process down. So we're almost at 3 blocks of steel here now, so getting pretty close, and then we'll get the redstone up and going, and that will be it for this episode. But I guess I should drop off some more overflow. Don't really need that stone on me anymore. And yes, I would like to have a place to store some of the finalized materials so that they're not clogging up the furnaces as well. So that's the other reason I wanted to get drawers up and running pretty quickly here. So we're going to need, oh, look at all that compressed cobblestone there. Doing it just little by little as I see fit, but it's just so easy hitting K on each of these stacks. So we do need 4 of those. Don't think I need any more jumbo furnaces, but that's the double compressed that I need, yes. But I'm going to get them just in case, just to be ahead of the game. If I need them individually for these, or if I get enough resources coming into every particular jumbo furnace, we can add upgrades, right? So I've got 2 in this one now just to handle the overflow, and it's not handling the, well, it's handling the overflow, just didn't have any fuel at that second. So might as well make sure everybody else is happy on fuel here. Yeah, now that we're pretty flush on resources, we can start getting some of the... Okay, glad I noticed that sitting around over there. Oh yeah, chests. enough steel. Steel blocks. Make sure we're not missing any steps along the way. I don't want to have to backtrack. So making the rails, making the support frames. The fluid absorber we'll handle here next episode, but we want to just get this redstone finished off here today. So like that. Knock out these two researches. Get our storage drawers unlocked. Go here, disable the iron and aluminum because we don't need that anymore. And then now we'll get the redstone from our colored stone. I think 32 is going to be enough. Oh, and of course, need that 36 right there. Back after this is finished processing our colored stone. Actually, I should probably do a light gray colored stone miner. It's probably going to be a good idea, right? 22 and 14 should be 36, so I should be able to do these 10 pretty safely. And we got enough. Oh, and we needed the iron frames. Perfect. Almost forgot about the frames for this guy. Do I need to be over here? No, that's why I have the handheld crafting table, so I don't have to come back to the central point all of the time. I've got this all dug out, so this should be simple operation there. Miner. One more, did I? All right. All right, redstone is set up and going automatically. Now, as a cap block, this brings our ticks per block down to 90. So this is our next significant upgrade with the blocks of redstone. So once we get that built up enough, we can start putting that on the machines that we care about producing more frequently, right? Our coppers. I think I've balanced out my coal for now, but we probably will need more, so we may as well do the coal. The iron can't hurt either because we go through that quite a bit, especially once we start getting into tech. Oh, and iron goes into steel as well, right? So we'll need it for that for sure. But yeah, for this episode, I think that is enough. We didn't get the big fun sound for finishing off iron and aluminum because I didn't get a redstone dust yet, a fluid absorber, and a rail. So that's some back crafting. Obviously the rail's pretty easy, just 6 iron and a stick. Fluid absorber, 4 stone, 4 blocks of iron. So that's, yeah, we'll have to finish this one off in another episode. Because they're not just going to stand around waiting for 4 blocks of iron to become available. But it is coming in pretty fast, so happy all in all with that. And yeah, between episodes, I'll get the drawer system set up. And I think what I'll be doing on the bottom here, as I said with the automation, is we'll clear out under here, have a hopper coming off of there, and then some conveyor belts. We'll bring everything back towards the middle. Have our drawer controller somewhere here, and drawers all around our tree. I think that's what the setup is that I'm thinking in my head. Or I may do a big U of drawers around us here and bring everything just into this central area here, so that we've got everything at our fingertips and no running around to get the products. And then obviously we'll have to set up some processing over here so that we've got this available. I just don't want to overproduce a lot of this stuff, which is why it's over here. And having, like, because if you pull automatically out of this, going into something, if this something here, so if there's a furnace here cooking up the grout, and it gets backlogged, the conveyors will still pull everything out and it'll spill out into the world, and that'll cause issues. So until we've got a better system, like we could use either simple storage, which is available to us now in the advanced research, but I'm gonna hold out until ultimate research and just do refined storage. And just keep it kind of low tech until we get to the refined storage, and then do one big upgrade rather than do a small upgrade to get all of the automations done with simple storage and then move to refined storage after and replace all that automation that we had done earlier. It's an easy transition to do, but I just don't think it's that necessary. Well, we've got lots of lovely copper coming in now. Get some more bronze done. Just keeping on top of everything in there. Looks good, and then we're on our way towards the advanced technium. So the next 2 chapters, so this little logistics is basically, it's not a nothing burger. It gives us 2 things. So once we do the research papers for little logistics, then we'll have access to the rapid hopper. So now that we have access to regular hoppers, they're still a little bit gated by speed. So I think I want to change this one over, like the ones that are taking a lot of inputs, and have those changed over, if not to just regular hoppers, then to the rapid hoppers. And then the other thing that we get in little logistics is the fluid hopper. And that's what we can use to automate the elimination of the creosote here. Anyways, that is all for another episode. I've rambled on enough at the end of this one here, so I appreciate you all for checking out the episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you in the next one.